So I've been trying to Mekayim for learning. I'm just working on it. I'm yearning to, like I do what I learn myself or with a Brusa. Maybe we spoke about this once. I remember that when you learn, before you learn, the Rebbe says a person should say that I'm trying now to become a vehicle to the Shekhinah. I'm going to cover the Shekhinah. I'm going to cover the Shekhinah through the Holy Torah. Rosh Malcolm in Nickelsburg, this I heard from Ramori's term. He recommends this second. He put a song for a little while. He says a person is supposed to say before he learns, I'm an Or Shagoyach, the holy light, the goodness in the Torah should bring us back to good, to be better, to improve ourselves. Because you want to think to Hashem through Torah, not just learn Torah without forgetting Hashem. Like the Shlach says, and they use this expression very much in Chabad, he says you have to not only learn Torah, but also connect to the Noising HaTorah. Remember that there's one who gave the Holy Torah, that's what the Holy Shlos says. So, you know. So we'll start pretty much from the beginning. I'm going to drop in, I think.
What was the national about Moish name?
The Moish brought from Rosh Malcolm in Nickelsburg. Rosh Malcolm of Nickelsburg, he was a very, very great person. A lot of amazing stories about him. Wow, he was... Parsha. But, Rosh Malcolm of Nickelsburg, he says the person before he learns should say, the light, the illumination of the Torah should bring me back to good, should help me improve myself and be better in my character and how I act, and where I am. In the Hebrew it's a little bit more pithy. I'm an Or Shabayach Zohar L'Mutav. Hashem shall be or the light should bring us back to good. You know, Hashem Yishmor. That's those two things at least, very easy I wanted to say before then we hear the Torah. So we have like this.
This is before learning any Torah? Or
Yeah.
this
No, I meant to say before, I just didn't remember, so now I'm remembering, so I'm saying, we see how this is. So it says, Dal. Take Dal the Moshe Mikvash, it's very, very close into, very soon into it. Rabbi Shimon Pasach. Talking about Yecheskel's revelation. Right at the beginning, Rishim Pasach, Haya Dovar Hashem. It was the words of Hashem to Yecheskel. So it's very, very interesting. Haya, you gotta say twice. It was, and it was. What's this double language? Very strange language. Zimni Amai. Trey Zimni Amai. Why did it say it 2 times?
What's the difference between Hayo and Haya?
It just could have said Haya. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have the vowels right. I don't know if I have the punctuation correct. Perhaps it's wrong. Perhaps it's a different way of saying it. It was, and it was twice. You just could have just said it, and it was. And there are many prophets that does it. Just as it was. Hashem's words were on this one, on that one. Not twice. Why is it double? What's the double about? Question number 1. The Suyas the Shaila, we can ask another question.
You just started?
Just now the Zohar. We did the Spirit of the Law in the middle. We did. I pulled over that Shemish Shmuel.
I watched the tape.
So he says, the Suyas the Shaila, we also ask another question. How could you think that Yecheskel was a faithful prophet if he sees these deep, deep, deep secrets of the Mekabah? We're talking about being a Mekabah to the Shekhinah. He's teaching everything is the Mekabah. It's a nicer Mekabah, the Gemara says. It's all our Rizal and Chassidus, everything, the deepest stuff. And he tells them everything out, like, the first rule of the prophet is he doesn't say everything. And someone who has nothing to do with prophecy, when he has something special, he speaks, blah, 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 blags it out right away. That's the Golshevtzky, based on this, you love him the minute he had a revelation. Hashem said, don't start. Yaakov, first thing he says, I could have hurt you, and God came to me, blah, blah. But one time he had a prophecy, and here he is, first thing, next morning, blah, blah. He's not thinking, wow, Hashem came to me, and look at the greatness of Yaakov. He's not considering again and why and how. He doesn't care. Just blah, 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 blah. And I think that shows the opposite of Chacham. A real prophet doesn't give out deep Torah secrets. What way did these secrets help the Jews? It wasn't a prophetical vision telling them what to do. So why is he telling them? them this? What are you telling them? The deep Kabbalistic secrets? Okay, they're very, very hidden, true. But why is he saying this to me? So he says, no, there is a reason why. And he was a faithful Rabbi. Surely he was faithful. And he was a Nemo. But there was a special reason why he told them everything. Is it fitting that a person, that the king, who the king brings into his palace, says every secret the king told him, goes blabbering it out? What the hell? How does that reconcile itself with Yechezkel being who he was? Everything he saw. Everything he saw was obviously, Hashem knew he was trustworthy. That's what the Rebbe says in Severitas. It says, it says the person Hashem wants, every person wonders secrets. Deep secrets of the world of creation. He said, how do I trust him? Maybe he's not trustworthy, maybe he'll misuse them. He said, let's see. He'll have challenges, he'll have ups and downs. Let's see if he holds on. Let's see what he does. If he holds on, I know for sure he's not taking it. Now going to go revealing them in a way that's not proper. And if not, well, it's not for him now. That's what the Rebbe says about this. This is so, why is it? So Hashem obviously told him. He was Yechezkel. Of course he was. Everything was the way it was supposed to be. So what can it mean? Why did he say the Kula it's Torah? Everything obviously had to be revealed. That's why it says 2 times. It was teaching me that now what never was yet, what happened? Now it happened. Even though it's not fitting to teach these deep secrets, it had to be so. This is the first time such a thing happened. It shouldn't have been taught, but it had to be taught, so it was. It's too hard to teach, but you have to teach it. That's the bottom line. Rabbi Shimon. Rabbi Shimon begins to explain what's going on over here. Now the Rabbi, the Misbel Tzara, the person who's used to dealing with pain and difficulty, even though somebody has difficulty, several, he has difficulty, he puts it on his back, he takes it on. And he doesn't care, okay, another problem, another problem. He's used to it, he knows right, that's the way it is, there's problems. Until he slowly but surely goes, there's another thing. That's what he knows, there's pluses, there's minuses, okay. That's the person who's used to it. This is something that's very, very important in a certain way, because you're not every day a person has tzar. Every person says the greater you are, the more pain you have. That's what the Gemara says. Reisuk dash just a machal pashtus in the pasuk anyway. So the person more understanding, the more he has pain. But the Rebbe explains that every person has to have his tzar. He has to sweeten the tzar. That's the way it is. He has to be sweeten the tzar. Looking at the tzaddik or the eat of the tzaddik. That's what the Rebbe says. But even says the person who's used to it says, just look at another tzar, no problem. He says, but what about a guy who's everything's easy for him usually? And it means also different levels. Something a totally different level of tzar. This I can't take. I'm just a little bit. This is too much. How we call Yami Tafnuke his whole life was pleasures and different enjoyments. In other words, again, compared to the tzar he's going to have now. This he never had. This difficulty never dealt with. It's just too hard for him. Suddenly he has tzar on a totally different level he never had before. So what do I do with this? I don't know how to handle this. I don't know how to deal with this. This is the real deal tzar. This is real, genuine, hard, harsh pain. Those stuff the nifki. This tzar can really cry about. It's so hard. Kach Yisrael. That's how we were in Golshevtzky. Kad nach to Mitzrayim. We get in tzar. How we went to Mitzrayim like Shemos. We weren't used to it. And this thing was difficult. All the days of Yaakov Tzaddik was tzar, more tzar. So they were able to suffer and deal with the golas as it's fitting. They took it. You have the pain. You used to it. A little more pain. This type of pain. They can handle it. But the goals of Bavel, the Israel of Bavel, when Yechezkel was the Navi, that was real, complete sorrow. It was so hard for them. They weren't used to it. They had to be so big, everything was so good, and they were destroyed. Ahu havitzara the Elohim. The Torah bekan alei. There's a higher, upper, lower tzara. Was upon them. Well, everyone cried. They cried. They cried on this because it's so hard. It says Nebuchadnezzar didn't let us stop even. He told the soldiers, don't let them stop. We cried only on the rivers of Bavel. What happened all the way over till Bavel? They were so happy. So Chazal say, no, they weren't happy, but Nebuchadnezzar didn't let them stop. He was afraid. He said, these guys in this land, they're dangerous. If you let them stop, they might still beat us. They're in chains. We're destroying them. It's over. The message is raised. No, it's not over yet. These Jews, they're dangerous. Don't let them stop the crying until they're ready above land to it. That's what happened. Everyone's crying. What happened? And Bavel, good luck. And now you're going to try to connect or sample. It's very, very difficult. That's not so simple. It's full time. Everyone. This tzar, everyone above and below, they're crying about Elohim. It says the Lord having that Elohim, the supernal beings, the upper beings cried. It says Malachei Shalom, it says there that the Olim is also they cried out from the outside. And other words, great people. And it says the angels of peace. They wept bitterly. So you see, angels also wept for this terrible pain. Tatoim, a little lower. They say, Anas Bavel Shavno, right? On the rivers of Bavel, we cried. Kulun Bocha goes above. Everyone cried on the ghost of my time. Why? In Eretz Yisrael, everything was pleasure, everything was good, everything was easy. It was all the way to be, and then suddenly they lost it. It wasn't actually said. It's what happened. How could they lose it? They submitted in the highest revelation. Why did they lose it? So this is it's very simple. They've had the highest revelation, yes, and then you look and you see what the first place is Gidei Raish Fichas Damim and Zohar. Why did they have the ornaments and Mikdash? How could they follow the three cardinal areas? It's just very hard to understand. The Maral says it means not everyone's doing these things. It means that they absolutely polluted every part. Gidei Raish means their bodies were polluted, right? Avodah Zarah is their machshava, because that's the machshava. And Shvichas Damim is their nefesh, because they were doing terrible things. Great. Whatever the pshat is, it's just not so wonderful. How could they fall to such a far place out of the B'Sibirish, have all these incredible miracles? How could you fall away with the Shekhinah's right there? You're seeing miracles. So Rav Nosson says it's very simple. They said, no matter what we do, it's going to be okay because God's right here with us. We see Him. He's in our back pockets. It's great. It doesn't matter what you do. Do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. He thinks, I'll do it. Your nefesh, whatever does Hashem want. Who cares? He's here. He's my kid. Chas v'shalom. The person felt like he's in charge. It's just a given. Hashem said, yeah, you're my chosen nation, but if that's your attitude, that's how you're going to lose the next Mikdash. And that's why suddenly it was all gone. All gone. Now what? They're devastated. They were so used to such beauty, such connection, such spiritual holiness and highs and goodness. Now it's finished. They're the worst places. So the question is, how do you encourage people in this place? That's what Zohar was going to say. How do you encourage someone in such a faraway place? He said, that's it, Hashem, that's the end. He just drew us out. If we deserved it, okay, we deserved it, but just going to cry and that's it. Give up. My time. They were so used to it. It says in the pasuk. It says the precious. It continues the pasuk on the paths that were surrounded in gold. There was wealth going on. It was very beautiful, special things. Till there was difficulties and hardships, and suddenly they were out of the land. They didn't know what happened. It just went from bad to worse. They weren't used to it. The Shvatim, Yaakov Avinu, they knew you have to suffer. It's hard. It's not simple. Life isn't simple in Mitzrayim. It's not so easy. So it wasn't the same. Like here, it was just like this prince was put into gold. It was too hard. It was too sudden. It's not a Rav Yitzchak. What does it say on the mountains? I will cry out. I will cry. These are the big mountains of the world. What are these big mountains? This is Bnei Yerushalayim, the children of the Avos, the mountains were so beautiful. They had so much going for them. They lost everything. Now they're going in girls with this yoke on their chained, and it's just, you can't imagine. It's not some criminal guys who've been in jail 10 times again in jail. Okay, he's used to it. That's not how it is. It's pain. He's used to suffering. He's feeling most like hold on. He says, no, yeah, there's a heart. He doesn't know it's so difficult. Something we can really relate to, because we're we're so pampered in this generation. It's just amazing. So how's a person when someone falls from pampered being difficult? What do you do? The hands were tied behind them. They're absolutely so far away, and emotionally, it's completely. The Mepharshim explained, Moshe Bad brains, he's in the klipas, they feel completely submerged. They went to God and said, okay, it's over. We're dead, we're going to assimilate, it's finished anyway. Hashem left us. Hashem will never look at us again. That's the end. Says Shimon said, the Golus, what happened to Golus? Not like they thought. They thought Hashem done with us. We deserved it, yes. We ruined every element of our nefesh, who we were, bodies, minds, and nefesh. People even fell to these affairs. Even those who didn't were polluted in very, very, very bad state. Sadly, even the Chachamim were drawn into this problem because they didn't try and bring people back. The Gemara even says that they couldn't have brought them back. That's pretty certain. They wouldn't have tshuva. When the accusing angel said, what are the difference between them and them? Hashem said, those who tzaddikim will live, those will die. So if it's the one time that Hashem took back a good decree, Hashem said, no. But what was the tzaddikim supposed to do? Should have brought them back. So they never would have done tshuva. It was so far gone. They just it's so remote. So the Katra says, yeah, you know that, Hashem, but they didn't know that. They have to go around. Have to go around and break their feet from places where they should have before they fell so far. And even then, try to bring people back. Try people to do tshuva. Try, do whatever you can. So the Shem says, okay, no, it's not going to be tichir the tough, it's going to be tamus. And for Karen, the tzaddikim chashon will be first. Very, very not simple. So they figured it's all over. But what was really happening? What was really happening is not what they thought. Because we all have an intrinsic connection to Hashem. So it doesn't work like we think. This is the same thing when a person has something so difficult as Hashem doesn't love me anymore, he's not thinking of me. It's not true. What happens is the exact opposite. So Nina says, Rabbi Shimon said, but who shot there at that moment when we take it to Bos Babel, Hashem took all of his heavenly array. And so everything, all the malachim, everything, and all the chariots, which is the malachim of Bria, the whole chele and all of these hosts, which is the malachim of Yitzira, and all the machos of the Shekhinah, different encampments, whatever that might mean, these very high, wondrous levels, everything. Where are they going? That's also the Shekhinah of the ones in charge of each encampment, the whole chele de Shmaya, and all the Asiyah, these malachim Asiyah. Alone, what does Hashem say to them? What are you doing above? My beloved children are in the exile of Golus, and you're here? Go now, get up and go to Babel, and I'll come with you. That's what was really happening. They didn't feel it, they don't see it. The person doesn't see it, he can't get there. Although the same thing says, Hashem says, I was sent to Babel, literally, because of you, for you. I was sent to Babel, that's Hashem. He brought every brichim kulam, yeah. Because of Yisrael, he broke all the locks of Babel. When he took us out, everything went into Babel. Babel was amazing. The whole heavenly host went to the Babel, when I went to Babel, all the heavens opened up. That's what it says in Yechezkel. The heavens were open and I saw these Supernal vision. That's what Yechezkel says. Nefesh Shamayim ve'ere marash lakim. That's what Yechezkel says. V'shalos ruach nevuah kadisha Yechezkel. Yechezkel had a very lifted. Yes. In Babel, they didn't believe it. We'll see. In Babel, nevuah. Now, no way. What person in nevuah in Chutzos is Moshe Rabbeinu before we were in Israel? You're not. No. It's not in Torah. There's such a thing. You gotta be making it up. So he proved it though. He told him all these incredible supernal things. He said, wow, this you can't become. This you can't become. He saw all these beautiful things, this whole Mekova, Shemos Diko, as it were, the Kol Shechina. But Amalai in Israel, he said, Israel, Hamarich and Hacha. Listen, Hashem is here. Not in Israel, not above, he's here. All the Tzva Shemayim, everything above, and Mekova, they're all here to live with you, here. Lehem no. He said, come on. You're lying to us. That can't be true. No way. They didn't believe him. He said, no, I'll tell you everything. He told him more and more. Until he said, wow, you just can't make this up. When a person learns a little bit deeper in him, if the person's honest about it, you just can't make this up. The more you learn, the more you see. It just becomes more and more deep and more absolutely interconnected in such a manner that it's just impossible. Completely impossible. Erikach, I saw this. Yeah. Brings the Zohar Kodesh here, the most midvash. Ve'erez, Rosh Tevis, Ani Rishon, Ani Achroin. Right? Ani, Aleph, Rishon, Reish, Vav. Aleph is Va'ere, if you turn it around. He says, I am first, I am last. He's able to show them. I saw show them that Hashem was right there with him, really. And I'm not lying. If he revealed more than was revealed earlier, everything was necessary. Came in the Cham Yisrael, Chadu. The minute Yisrael saw this was the case, this was the situation, they were joyous. Hashem's right here with us. It's incredible, it's amazing, it's so beautiful. They heard Yechezkel's words, they weren't, where do I go anymore? We don't know if that goes. Hashem didn't leave him alone, he didn't abandon them. Everything he revealed with permission. It says in the Megillah, every place that Hashem went to, that Yisrael went to, every Golshevtzky went to, the Shechina went with us. The divine plans went with us. If it's Ryan, Mike would say, these are the names of Yisrael. I mean, we knew that already, right? I mean, we know who the children of Israel are. Why are you telling me the same thing again? Kevin said, Yisrael, my Eshakov. It says Bnei Yisrael, Eshakov. What's going on over here? So I'll get back to the other question in a minute. Abayin Itoi Yitzrach just said, going with him. Bnei Yisrael, they came with him. Ela Shemos Bnei Yisrael, Inan Mistichim B'Sharian Iloin, the Nachtem Yaakov. Bnei Yisrael are the superlatives for all these camps that came Yisrael into Mitzrayim. They all came as Bnei Yisrael. So that's what Bnei Yisrael is talking about over there. That's what it says. In terms of why it says why it says Dafka, why does it say Bnei Yisrael? It's Torah of the Quran, very, very beautiful Torah. It says that this is revealing to us what we do. How do we find our way to tshuva no matter what? And it's really very appropriate actually for Sholem. Just wanted to say this is the place to say it. It's very, very important for Sholem. How do we get to tshuva? How do we get to a place of tshuva? It says, we have this passage, Eile Shmois, Bnei Yisrael. So that's Sofer Teves Tehillim, Taf Hey Lamed Yud. Habayim, with Habayim is Tehillim. Taf Hey Lamed Yud. So that's Tehillim. It says that there are 49 letters in all of the tribes' names. That represents the 49 Sha'ar Tshuva. If you want to get to the 49 Sha'ar Tshuva, the Shemos Bnei Yisrael, how do you get there? You get there through Tehillim. That's what Nachman says. Is in Shovim especially, one should try his best to try to say Tehillim. One person might say Tehillim Klali every day, one person might say a little bit, but nothing tells his son, so try to say Tehillim, yeah, okay, you're busy and later or whatever. Okay, so when you have less time, say at least a couple of Zohar a day. When you have more time, say more. Nothing doesn't let it to his son. You don't, it's not, you do what you can. But that's how a person gets it. So when Nachman says a really good thing, he says, Tehillim has such a power. He says, every person has to find one of these 49 gates to do tshuva. And of course, each Avera would be this different gate even. Everyone has to find a gate for his nefesh, his word, his Hashem, he can go in and do tshuva. He said, but he has no idea what the gate is. How do I do tshuva? The person has to first of all see. Perhaps the gate is also just knowing what he's doing wrong, getting it and understanding it in a deep way of what the shorish is, to be able to change it. So he says, when you say Tehillim, you'll find a gate. But sometimes it's locked. What do you do if the gate's locked? The person does understand what I'm doing wrong, but he doesn't know how to... I can't change it. It's not changing. Getting into it doesn't work. So tell him to open the gate. He says, and even a person who doesn't even want to do tshuva, as maybe he says first, this is a person who doesn't even have a really desire to do. You say Tehillim, you'll get that desire. The power of Tehillim is just almost endless. It's an incredibly powerful thing. Powerful. Tehillim. That's what Tehillim is at. That's why one reason why I'll be the Rebbe. Why I'm listing these names again? What's this all about? So that's one reason. Very, very deep limud. That's the time to show him the special. Omer said Shofim was a good time to say Tehillim. Babel Shimon, Baal Shata. That moment when Yisrael heard that Yisrael was Nachem and comforted them, Yisrael were happy and complete joy because of the help of their king, Havimon was with them. Every one of them had a desire, even to most nefesh on Kiddush Hashem. That's what Chesed revealed everything. He revealed, and of course he's saying the same thing is in Shemos, the same exact thing that there's Elishma B'nai Yisrael, all these incredible. They came in with everything from above came with us to Mitzrayim. And of course, Mitzrayim is spiritual also goals. And to know the spiritual goals also, Hashem is right there with us. Everything is with us. Everything waiting for us to do tshuva, waiting for us to get to Hashem. And this bechin of Kiddush Hashem, to know it's the person has to try his best to live with Kiddush Hashem. So that's this Ata Kodesh 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 B'Chol. That's the bechin about the Kodesh. The bechin, a person wants to live with Kedusha. A person wants to live with Kiddush Hashem. Wants to try to become things that are important in other places as well. This idea of I have to try with Shavot in different places. I have to try my best to do Kiddush Hashem. And whatever I do, I want to remember Hashem. That's how do I get to this bechin of Kiddush Hashem, which means it's just nefesh. To self-sacrifice, trying to do tshuva, trying to be better, trying to connect, trying to work on this, whatever the problem, different things, the person trying, he's working, how does he get that self-sacrifice? That's only through the joy of knowing that Hashem is right there with me. If I don't have that, I say, forget it, I can't do this. The person has to know that every day, Hashem is right there with me. Every day counts, every little bit counts, it's so precious, it's so beautiful. Hashem's right with us, the person go, this person has difficulty. Hashem's right there with us. This is a special time for Tikkuni. When a person wants to be Misaka, especially in this is the time. This is the time. So one of the best ways of being Misaka is trying my best. What might be this? Working on Kas, working on Kedusha, trying my best to work on my Machshava, what I think, or going. These are all the ways. Shabbos Kodesh, Tzadikim, going the kind of thinking like this. We need to walk out here. Simcha, of course, also be happy. There's so many ways a person has to try to work on changing himself, on being uplifted during this holy time. It's a very, very wondrous time. It's a very, very special time. Hashem shows me Zohar, the holy or of Shovim, the or of Bris, the Simcha of really connecting to Hashem and really knowing that Hashem is right there with me at all times.
Amen.